And now our starting lineups for this evening's matchup, beginning with our visitors, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, under the direction of head coach Pat Livingston, who's assisted by Josh Rambo, Michael Berry, and Christina Novotny. Batting first, the second baseman, number 50, Liv McClellan. Batting second, the catcher, number 53, Emmy Cavalier. Batting third, the center fielder, number 4, Harley Durda. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 8, Peyton Rambo. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 28, Peyton Singe. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 21, Kayla Howe. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 30, Aubrey Spielman. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 2, Zoe Robson. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 23, Kendra Firestone. And pitching, number 77, Izzy Coleman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Uniontown Red Raiders. Under the direction tonight of head coach Josh White, assisted by Jason White, Eric Budner, and Tricia Septa. Batting first and pitching, number 21, Emily Noah. Batting second, the center fielder, number 5, Alexa Budner. Batting third and catching, number 2, Juliet White. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 19, Lauren White. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 8, Gracie Rodehaver. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 4, Lyric McLean. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 52, Olivia Noah. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 14, Kendall Nils. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 3, Desire Cragen. And playing left field, number 17, Briley Dennis.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Uniontown's Bailey Park for this evening's contest between the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs and your Uniontown Lady Red Raiders. Hello again, this is Joshua Scully alongside Carl Childs. We really appreciate you checking us out tonight on the WMBS Facebook and YouTube pages, as well as on the South Union Township Sports Network. The pregame show is being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game tonight. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Tonight we've got two very good softball teams going head-to-head meeting for the second time this season. Uniontown won the first game 2-1 just a few weeks ago. They play again here tonight for the second and arguably the final time this season unless they meet in the postseason. Uniontown coming in with a 7-4 conference record in Section 2 4A. 9-6 overall for the Uniontown Red Raiders. The Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs 5-6 in conference play. They are 6-9 overall. Both teams, Carl, so far this season, as far as their overall contests are concerned, they have both played 15 games. In those 15 games, win or lose, they have both scored 81 runs exactly, which is sort of fascinating. Laurel Highlands currently sits in 5th in Section 2 4A. Uniontown sits in 3rd. Uniontown currently holding a playoff spot. The Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs looking to see if they can't work their way back into the playoffs. Section 2 4A right now looks like this. Elizabeth Ford out front. They're 9-1, 11-2 overall. West Mifflin 8-2 in conference, 10-5 overall. Then, of course, Uniontown in 3rd. Bell Vernon occupying that 4th spot. They are 7-5 in the conference, 9-9 overall. Then Laurel Highlands at 5th. And at the back end of the conference, we have Oakland Catholic still looking for their first conference victory. They're 1-10 overall. Ringgold looking for their first win this season. The Lady Mustangs tonight are in their blue and red uniform. Red number, red trim. The Uniontown Lady Raiders in their white uniform, maroon number and trim. Of course, the Lady Raiders will be in the field first, and they are making their way there now. The Lady Mustangs will be coming to the plate to begin this game. Starting lineup tonight being brought to you by the First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. We'll take a look at the starting lineup for the Lady Mustangs first. We'll see due up this inning, number 50, Liv McClellan, the second baseman, number 53, Emmy Cavalier, the catcher, and number 4, Harley Durda, the center fielder. So that'll be McClellan, Cavalier, and Durda due up here in the first. The rest of the lineup looks like this. Batting 4th, the left fielder, Peyton Rambo. She wears number 8. Batting 5th, the third baseman, Peyton Singe, wearing number 28 tonight. And Peyton Singe has done a lot of work from the circle for the Lady Mustangs so far this season, too. Batting 6th, number 21, Kayla Howe, the shortstop. Batting 7th, number 30, Aubrey Spielman, who will serve as the designated player. She's going to bat in place of number 77, Izzy Coleman, who will be the Mustangs pitcher tonight. Batting 8th, number 22, Zoe Robson, the first baseman, batting 9, number 23, Kendra Firestone, who will also play in right field. One other element of tonight's game to keep an eye on, both of these teams are coming into this contest off of some recent success. Uniontown picked up a really exciting win over top of Oakland Catholic 6-3 recently. The Lady Mustangs, just a game or two ago for them, had a thrilling victory over West Mifflin, and that one, of course, did not come easily. West Mifflin, very, very good this season. That was a 5-4 victory back on April the 28th. Laurel Highlands is playing for the third consecutive day here. They played on the 28th against West Mifflin. They played yesterday at Bell Vernon. They find themselves now at Uniontown. On the Lady Raiders side, 2 consecutive wins, and they've won 3 out of 4. They have beaten Bell Vernon, Ringgold, and Oakland Catholic in that stretch. Emily Noah especially good in that Oakland Catholic game. She was the winning pitcher. Hit a single, double, and triple in that contest. Pitched a great game. We're going to see if she has another one up her sleeve here tonight as she prepares to face McClellan, the first bat in this Lady Mustangs lineup. Here's that first pitch. It's going to be bounced foul back to Noah. I want to thank you again for joining us tonight on the WMBS Facebook page and YouTube and a few other forms of media, too. We're sure that you can find this game on this evening. Emily Noah looking to follow up that great performance. We've seen a couple of great performances out of her this season. Big cut here by McClellan, comes up empty. In fact, the last time Carl and I were here at Bailey Park to cover a game, Uniontown took on Oakland Catholic. And not only did Noah strike out over a dozen batters, but she also delivered the game-winning hit. And this one is going to be fouled.
I think that was 13 strikeouts to be exact.
Yes, 13 strikeouts to be exact. Yeah, Carl, because you and I had to get a calculator out to figure that out.
It's very impressive.
Yeah, she was striking batters out left and right. It was really impressive. And she has done that a couple times this season. 0-2 pitch on the way from Noah. This one is going to be hit right toward Rodehaver, who's up with it, throws on to first. Olivia Noah is going to give it the squeeze, and that's going to do it. Let's talk about this Lady Raiders defense very quickly. Of course, Emily Noah is pitching. Olivia Noah is at first base. Juliet White behind the plate. Lauren White plays the hot corner. Gracie Rodehaver at short. Desire Craggett at second. Your outfield, Briley Dennis, Lex Budner, and Lyric McGlee working left to right across that Uniontown outfield. Noah, first pitch on the way here to the new batter. This one's going to be taken for a strike by Emmy Cavalier. So far, so good for Noah. Noah will come set. Uniontown in their very sharp home white uniform. This one's going to be popped up, and it looks to be out of play. It's nearly played there. I think that's Uniontown Athletic Director Harry Kaufman who had a play on that ball. He's not allowed to catch it, though. He thought about it. I think that's him.
Why wouldn't he be allowed to catch it?
Right. Well, if we were playing banana ball and he caught it, the batter would be out.
Fair enough.
This one going to be inside and just over the feet of Cavalier. Cavalier is the backstop for the Lady Mustangs. So far, so good here for Emily Noah, who has not missed the zone very often in the early goings. Lined in the pitch. This one going to be cut through and down on strikes. Emmy Cavalier. Now we'll see Harley Durda.
I think Emily's at it early today with the pitching.
Yeah, she has looked really, really good all season. Really impressive young lady. Coming into this game, Emily Noah has struck out nearly 90 batters this season. And she does the yeoman's labor here for this Lady Raiders team from the Circle. Only Olivia Noah has recorded pitching stats outside of Emily Noah for this team. Noah falls behind 1-0 here to Harley Durda. Durda, right-handed bat, wears number 4 for the Lady Mustangs. Pitch on the way to her. This one pretty well hit, and it finds its way through into center field. And Durda has our first hit of the game. She really just stuck the bat out there, Carl, and made some contact, and that ball found its way right over the keystone into center field. So the Lady Mustangs pick up a hit, and the dangerous Peyton Rambo will now step into the batter's box, and I can't stress that enough. Peyton Rambo has had a tremendous season for the Lady Mustangs here so far. Arguably the most dangerous bat in this lineup as of late. Runners on the way here, and I think they're going to get Durda, and they will call her out as she tries to get into second base. So Durda is picked off as Rambo stepped up. We'll see Peyton Rambo pick up from that spot when we see the Lady Mustangs return in the top of the second. But for now, the Uniontown Lady Raiders will get their first turn at the plate when we return here on WMBS. You're listening to WMBS tonight, Uniontown and Laurel Highlands, another exciting edition of the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We'd like to thank our sponsors this evening for the South Union Township Sports Network, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, and the South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. We want to thank the Sprouse Insurance Group again and insurance agent David Hughes as they got you ready for the game tonight with the pregame show. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Again, you're listening to another exciting edition of the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We're going to have the Uniontown starting lineup for you next. Starting lineup being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Emily Noah will lead it off for us. She, of course, is Uniontown's pitcher tonight. Alexa Budner, the center fielder, will bat second. Juliet White, the catcher, third. Lauren White, coming off of a really big game against Oakland Catholic in which she had 3 hits, drove in a couple of runs. She'll bat fourth and play third. Gracie Rodehaver at short will bat fifth. Lyric McGlee, the right fielder, sixth. Olivia Noah, the first baseman, seventh. Kendall Nels, the designated hitter, will bat eighth. Desire Craggett plays second, bats ninth. And, of course, Briley Dennis is in the field. First pitch here, going to miss to Noah. 1-0. Izzy Coleman was a big part of that victory over West Mifflin. That was a huge win for the Lady Mustangs, keeping their playoff hopes alive. And West Mifflin has not lost very often this season. They are tough. So a huge win for the Lady Mustangs. Unfortunately, they were not able to follow that up with a subsequent victory. They ultimately lost the game that followed that one. This one going to be taken down low.
Keep working, kiddo.
Laurel Highlands coming up short against Bell Vernon yesterday, losing 6-3. Rambo, who was due up for the Lady Mustangs, delivered the game-winning double. This one sharply hit foul. She delivered the game-winning double against West Mifflin. Nice article in the Uniontown Herald-Standard today about that game. Beautiful evening here, by the way. First pitch, 72 degrees under clear skies. And we've had some severe weather this spring in southwestern Pennsylvania. No sign of that this evening. Pitch on the way from Coleman. This one is hit into the air. Going to go to center, and the ball is caught there by Durda as she drops back a few feet. And we've got one down here in the bottom of the first. Noah gave that one a ride, could not quite find maybe another 10 or 12 feet on that one, would have probably got it out. Noah has that kind of power. So now we're going to see Lex Budner. Lex Budner, left-handed bat, will step in. Coleman ready to get her started. First pitch is a bunt attempt, going to be apparently a fair ball. It looked like it maybe would initially be called foul, but they let it play out. And Budner is thrown out on the bunt attempt. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning.
I thought the same thing, and it makes you wonder. I assume since the catcher comes out and brings herself into fair play that they rule that fair.
I think even Lex herself hesitated when she saw the ball first hit the ground. This is going to be taken for a strike by Juliet White. Juliet White, the backstop today for Uniontown. We have back-to-back Whites in this Uniontown Red Raider lineup. Juliet will be followed by Lauren if she's able to reach. Juliet hits this one. That one's going to be called a fair ball. That one towed the line. And Juliet White is going to have a double. And that's another close call there, Carl. That one bounced just down the line. From our perspective, it did look fair. But, of course, we don't have the view that the home plate umpire or even the infield umpire may have on that.
I agree with you. I think that ball was fair.
Right over the third base bag. Lauren White will step out and talk to her coach as the Laurel Highlands catcher and pitcher have a brief conversation. Cavalier stepping out to talk to Coleman. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Juliet White has the oven mitt on, ready to head to third base. Pitch on the way. This one is well struck by Lauren White. It gets down in the gap, left center. A run will score. Lauren White is in to second base. She could have moonwalked into second base. She had a lot of time there. Great looking hit. My goodness, Carl, that was almost an example of a ball that was hit too hard. If she had got a couple hops out of that, she probably turns it into 3. But I'm sure she'll take the double and RBI just the same.
There's no such thing as too hard of a hit, in my opinion.
She definitely made some good contact there, that's for sure. Gracie Rodehaver now will bat with Lauren White on second base. Juliet White scores the run. Juliet White, of course, just delivered the double down the third baseline. Lauren White follows it up with a gap shot. And we'll see what Gracie Rodehaver is able to do. Izzy Coleman continuing to work here in the bottom of the first inning. You're listening to WMBS. Thank you for joining us, as always. Joshua Scully and Carl Childs along with you tonight. Pitch on the way. This one going to be taken upstairs. Lauren White will hustle herself back to second base.
I'll say, for someone who's covered a lot of baseball and hasn't seen much softball, if you're a fan of baseball, it's definitely worth catching a game because these games are pretty exciting.
Yes, they are.
It's very fast-paced.
That is actually, Carl, my favorite element of softball is its pacing. And I love baseball. I really do. I love baseball. It is probably my favorite sport and certainly my favorite sport to work in this capacity. Rhoda Haver going to lift this one. It could be trouble in right center, and it's going to be caught there. Good defensive play by Firestone for the Lady Mustangs, giving that one the glove. A run will score here in the bottom of the first inning. Uniontown leads 1-0 after one. When we come back, the Lady Mustangs will return to the plate. Before we go there, Carl, just to follow that point up, because you make a good point, and there's a good crowd of spectators on hand here tonight. These softball games move quick. They're a lot of fun to watch. And if you're listening to this, and maybe just a short drive away, we should have a great softball game for you tonight. Make your way down here to Bailey Park. We'll be right back on WMBS. You're listening to another edition of the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. From scratch, Uniontown downtown at 23 North Beeson Avenue and uptown at 208 Morgantown Street in Uniontown features local sips, eats, and treats with free Wi-Fi and dining room with a kids area. A coffee shop bakery with grab-and-go or grab-and-stay food from scratch is now taking Mother's Day orders for pickup on May 10th, including chocolate-covered strawberries, strawberry pretzel dessert, and a princess cake. Check out From Scratch Uniontown on Facebook for weekly specials. Downtown on Beeson Avenue, open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 2. Uptown on Morgantown Street, open Monday, 7 to 5, Tuesday, 7 to 7, Wednesday through Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturdays and Sundays, 8 to 4. From Scratch hopes to see you soon. Welcome back to Uniontown's Bailey Park on a beautiful April 30th, the last day of April, if you can believe it. Tomorrow is May Day. Peyton Rambo at the plate. This one going to be downstairs. Rambo, of course, delivered the big hit against West Mifflin. That was a huge win for this Laurel Highlands squad. Pitch on the way to Rambo. This one's going to miss outside. Rambo being selective. Rambo, Senge, and Howe due up. The Lady Mustangs first time through had a ground out, a strikeout, then a single, and Durda was caught trying to thieve second base. Pitch on the way here. This one's going to miss, and Rambo will draw the walk to start the second inning. Runner on base for Peyton Senge. Talk about Emily Noah and the success she has had pitching from the circle. You cannot fail to mention the success that Senge has had, especially recently. She has been very, very good. She owns an ERA south of 1.
That's impressive.
Yes. She's playing third base tonight, but perhaps the Lady Raiders should be grateful that she is not working as the pitcher. Offering here from Noah. This one going to be hit right back to her. Will this be 2? To Rhoda Heaver. Now on to 1, and it's a double play. The Uniontown Red Raiders scratch out 2 Mustangs on the same play. Excellent work for Uniontown. Some really, really good fielding there. And just like that, Carl, we have 2 outs here in the top of the second.
It's amazing how one swing of the bat can change the outlook of a game.
Oh, yes. Excellent work there for Uniontown. Kayla Howe, we'll see what she can do now. Following Howe will be Aubrey Spielman. Spielman on deck if Howe's able to reach, and Howe takes a big cut and goes down 0-1. Izzy Coleman, who was pitching for the Lady Mustangs tonight, is also having a fine season. Peyton Senge really good in that game against West Mifflin. Of course, when you're playing 3 consecutive days, difficult to have the same pitcher out there every time. This one's in for a strike. Good-looking pitch there by Emily Noah.
You mentioned Emily Noah had 90 strikeouts on the year. Would you happen to know how many innings she's pitched?
Yes, I do. I have that number for you. Noah with a chance to pick up a strikeout here. And indeed she does. Carl, you set her up for that. Good job.
Sure did. It's impressive.
Carl, these numbers were as of this game, so this is not including anything she has right now. She has got 2 strikeouts, so she's closing in on 90 on the season in 77 innings.
That's very
She had
impressive.
struck out 85 batters. So that's really good. And she had walked only 16 coming into this game. So she has been very, very sharp on the season, that's to say the least. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second inning in just a moment. From moments to memories, every moment matters. Endless Memories Photography by Teresa Witt is here to capture all of your photography needs. Whether it's general portraits, sports, weddings, or just capturing laughter and love, let's make it happen. Contact Teresa Witt for more information at 724-557-3904 or check out her Facebook page at Endless Memories Photography. Are you looking for a splash of sunshine in every sip? Lexi's Lemonade is your ultimate refreshment destination. At Lexi's Lemonade, we blend freshly squeezed lemons with just the right touch of sweetness to create a taste that's both bold and refreshing. Perfect for a sunny day or any day that needs a burst of joy. Whether you're on the go or relaxing at home, Lexi's Lemonade is the pick-me-up that you deserve. Lexi's Lemonade is a proud sponsor of the Lady Red Raiders softball team. Go Raiders! Welcome back to Uniontown's Bailey Park as we get started here with Lyric McGlee in the batter's box to face Izzy Coleman. McGlee, the number 6 batter in this lineup. She'll be followed by Olivia Noah and Kendall Nels. McGlee takes a ball here. So far, so good for Uniontown. They lead 1-0, courtesy back-to-back doubles. Juliet White doubled down the third baseline. Lauren White doubled deep into left center. This one going to miss down low. McGlee playing right field, ready to go here against Coleman. Will take one down low. Good crowd on hand here as well tonight, Carl. Honestly.
Yeah, there sure is.
There's not a whole lot of space out beyond the outfield fence. Of course, we just had a middle school game conclude on the baseball field next to us. This one skips in, and McGlee's going to draw a walk. And she's down to first base. Good at bat there from Lyric McGlee, leaving a couple of pitches down at her feet. But there's definitely a nice crowd here. I think a lot of the middle school baseball crowd just sort of drifted over and said, hey, Uniontown and Laurel Highlands are playing. Why not? This game is sort of an automatic marquee matchup. And here's one. Struck toward the second baseman. Little flip out with the Lady Mustangs get to. No.
That's a close play.
Just beating it out. Good hustle there for Olivia Noah. Making sure there was not a chance for 2. Very close play. McGlee is erased at second base. McClellan, the second baseman for the Lady Mustangs, knocked that hit down and flipped it over to the shortstop, Howe, to get McGlee. First pitch on the way. This one in for a strike against Kendall Nels. 1 down. Runner on first base. Nels this season with a 100 batting average drops this one into left field, so there's a hit. Good looking hit too, and we've got runners on first and second. Good work there by Kendall. She's serving as the designated player tonight. And now we'll see Desire Craggett. Craggett, a 179 hitter, handful of extra base hits to her credit this season. Pretty strong on base percentage for her. She's going to show bunt, pull it back. Cavalier making sure the runners for Uniontown not on the move. She stares them back.
4-6-9.
Craggett represents the bottom of the order. After her, we go back to the top with the dangerous Emily Noah. This pitch is in the dirt. The runners take a couple of steps, and now they'll drift back. Lead runner is Olivia Noah. Uniontown looking to build upon this lead. Just one out here, the force out of Lyric McGlee. Craggett will watch this one up high and away. Craggett so far this season does have 3 doubles, couple of RBIs. OPS of 610, that's her on-base percentage and her slugging percentage added together. And this one is going to be popped up. Will it be playable? It will be, and it's caught by the third baseman, Peyton Senge, who comes charging in. So 2 down, but we will see Emily Noah bat with runners on first and second. Noah leads the team in home runs this season. She's got 4. 297 hitter, has an OPS of over 1,000. Her slugging percentage, 649.
All high numbers.
Yes. You need one of those really fancy algebra calculators for this young lady, Carl. The kind that they don't let you use on the PSSA test unless you get special permission. Next pitch on the way. Noah leaves this one upstairs.
Yeah, I can't imagine Uniontown would rather have somebody up with runners on base with 2 outs.
No, I think this is the person you want. Plus, she's really incentivized as the pitcher to give herself a little more cushion. And here it is into left field on a line. And the runners are going to hold, but Noah drops one in. And Olivia Noah, the lead run, moves up a station to third base. Great looking hit there by Noah. Strong contact. Now we'll see Lex Budner. Budner grounded out last time through on a bunt attempt that Carl and I both thought maybe could be considered foul. No such luck for Uniontown there. Budner's going to bat with the bases loaded. Budner, a .325 hitter so far this season. Pitch on the way, and this one's going to be outside. Budner has an on-base percentage of 400 and OPS of 775. Bases full of Lady Raiders. This one's going to be a called strike.
You know, I seen that a lot in the last game that we covered, where the batter is coming out of the box and kind of leading with their bat out.
Yeah, they're going to try that slap bunt. That was a good example of one right there. This one is fouled back.
The only person I've ever seen that, because I haven't covered much softball, is Ichiro Suzuki.
Yeah, Ichiro had that same kind of approach at times. Have had some opportunities to cover college softball in Western Pennsylvania. You see a lot of that. This one is going to be a strike, and Budner is down on strikes, and that will do it for the Uniontown Lady Raiders here in the second inning. Some good contact, but no runs across for Uniontown. We'll go into the third inning now. Your score, 1-0 in favor of the Uniontown Red Raiders. Uniontown 7-4 in the conference, wanting to go 8-4. They got to hold on for a handful more innings to make that possible here on WMBS. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Are you looking to capture that perfect moment, an engagement, a wedding, a birthday, a milestone? Find us on Facebook, Loosely Sealed Photography, and we will snap into action for you. Serving Fayette, Cambria, Somerset, Westmoreland, Greene counties, and beyond, Loosely Sealed Photography has captured moments on field and digitally since 2021 and is ready to serve you. Find Loosely Sealed Photography on Facebook today. 3, 2, 1. Spring is here, and the countdown to a beautiful lawn has begun. Z's Ground Control is the business for you. Z's Ground Control has been in the lawn care and landscaping industry for over 2 decades. Z's Ground Control handles all of your needs for fertilization, lawn maintenance, landscaping maintenance, and landscaping installation. To get your no-obligation free quote, call or text 724-366-9150 for Z's Ground Control. Welcome back to Uniontown's Bailey Park. Aubrey Spillman at the plate. Emily Noah back to do the pitching. This one's on its way, and this one is going to be hit and dropped into right field. Spillman able to find some space there in front of Lyric McGlee for a single. And so the top of the third begins with a single. That's the second hit tonight for the Lady Mustangs. Zoe Robson and Kendra Firestone due up. And then we're back to the top of the order with Liv McClellan. First pitch on the way from Emily Noah. This is going to miss for a ball. Robson on the season has a hit. As far as her on-base percentage is concerned, .333. So she finds her way on. She's drawn her fair share of walks. This one, though, is going to be hit and caught by Lyric McGlee in foul territory, and now they're going to double off the runner. It's another double play, Carl. Incredible.
Oh, wow. What more can you say?
And so far, it's been all aces defensively for this Uniontown Lady Raiders team. My goodness, Lyric McGlee runs a long way into foul territory. And you know you have a good crowd, Carl. Not only are there vehicles parked just about anywhere, maybe some of them illegally, but there's vehicles parked just about anywhere. But we even have some folks here in foul territory on both sides. We've got some people way over here by the concession stand. Really nice crowd here tonight at Uniontown's Bailey Park. Firestone in the batter's box will take a ball up high. Firestone this season, pretty good numbers. .444 on base percentage. She's drawn 5 walks of her own, although Noah not in the habit of walking many batters. Pitch on the way. This one going to miss as well. Firestone, a .231 hitter. She's got an RBI to her credit this season. She represents the last bat in the batting order for the Lady Mustangs. Pitch on the way from Noah. And this one's cut on by Firestone and missed. Third baseman Lauren White for the Uniontown Lady Raiders, reminding her defense that there are 2 outs. Uniontown looking for just one more. Noah will come set from the circle, and she'll take her step, and here's the pitch, and Firestone waves and misses, and that's going to even up the count at 2.
Yeah, one stat I wish that we could have for these games is a pitch speed.
That would be really cool. And you know what, Carl? I think that day is coming.
Yeah, it probably won't be too far off.
Yeah, we'll find ourselves a cheap radar gun at MacBid and get it up here. This one's going to be fouled off towards some vehicles. And thankfully, the fence will hold that one back from getting out to a hatchback parked not too far from us in front of the fire hall. Athletic director for Uniontown, Harry Kaufman, will track that one down and send it over to a player. This one's going to miss upstairs, so now we've got a full count.
You know, one thing I always wonder that I don't know the answer to, I'm not sure you do, but if somebody were to hit a ball out of a park at a game like this and it were to hit somebody's car, is anybody liable?
I would assume not. I think, Carl, as far as, and this one is hit on the ground. Craggett cannot quite get it, and Firestone is going to find her way on the first base. I would assume, Carl, in this setting, you're parking at your own risk. And I've noticed at a lot of, let's say, for baseball, minor or independent league fields, there are always signs of park at your own risk.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because as you imagine, baseball, softballs leave the field of play quite often and probably do cause damage to vehicles periodically. This one's going to be hit right back to Noah, and that does it.
I mean, almost like a common sense law.
Yeah, I would think so, and I don't think anyone, especially as far as a softball is concerned, would be too angry if one struck them, unless you lost a windshield, perhaps. And then it really comes down to your deductible. We need to get some insurance companies as sponsors, maybe.
And if you want to get them involved.
Yeah, that's right. We've played 2.5 innings here at Uniontown's Bailey Park. That line out from Liv McClellan does it. The Uniontown Bats will return to the plate in the bottom of the 3rd inning when we come back here on WMBS. You're listening to another exciting edition of the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment. We want to thank our pregame show sponsor again, the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They got you ready for the game tonight. Also, we'd like to thank Spade Custom Carpentry. From the ground up, Spade Custom Carpentry will improve and provide new construction to increasing your current space with a new addition or enhancing your space with a great outdoor structure to enjoy. Our Amish builders bring their skill to every build. We offer over 30 years of experience. We take care of everything from foundation, excavation, to electrical, to roofing. Call us today for a free estimate. Quality and craftsmanship you can build your future on. And this one is gone out of the park. A shot from Juliet White. What a hit. That was to dead away center, Carl. My goodness. Call Gary Spade for Spade Custom Carpentry, 724-557-2409. Man.
Couldn't ask for a better ad, huh?
No, right? That one was torched. 2-0. Now Lauren White will step in the batter's box. My goodness, Carl, the field does not get any deeper than it gets right there. What a way to start off the bottom of the third inning for this Uniontown team.
No kidding.
A double and a home run so far for Juliet White. Lauren White going to try to drop this one into right, and she will.
Good job, Lauren.
Back-to-back hits. Last time through this order, Uniontown had back-to-back hits from Juliet and Lauren White, and those two do it again. And we'll see Gracie Rodehaver step in. She flew out last time, and she's going to take a strike, 0-1. Lauren White will drift back to first base. Izzy Coleman continuing to work for the circle for the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs, who now find themselves down 2-0. 0-2 against Rodehaver. That pitch a little on the high side, but called a strike. 0-2 pitch on the way. This one's going to miss down low. Ball gets away from Cavalier, and Lauren White is in. Now White thought about taking third base. Good play there by McClellan, who drifted over behind the Keystone to stop that throw from getting away, or Lauren White pretty easily gets to third base. Coleman sends this one on the way. The ball is hit past her, and then the shortstop, Howell, cannot quite get a glove on it. We're going to give Gracie a single there, because I think even if Howell had come up with that one, Rodehaver was pretty quick down the line. I don't know that she gets her.
Yeah, it's a tough play when you're it's pretty good range when you're hitting the middle of the field past second base like that.
And the way that she came over to play that ball, I don't know that she was really set to come up throwing. Umpires want to have a conversation here, and they look to be on the same page. Runners on the corners now for Uniontown, who lead this game 2-0. Juliet White hit a home run out of Bailey Park before we even had a chance to come back off a commercial. Lauren White dropped a single into right field, and we're going to give Rodehaver the single into the deep infield. Lyric McGlee at the plate now for Uniontown. She's going to take a strike, 0-1 to get started. McGlee last time through drew a walk, and drifting down to second base here unchallenged will be Rodehaver. McGlee walked and then was erased on a force out. Here's the pitch on the way to her. This one's going to be checked on. They call it a strike. Two runners in scoring position now for McGlee. McGlee, a 182 hitter. Does have a handful of RBIs to her credit. And she's down on strikes. Just the first out of the bottom of the third. Plenty of opportunity yet remain here for Uniontown. Olivia Noah at the plate. Olivia Noah had a triple against Oakland Catholic when Uniontown beat the Oakland Catholic Eagles 6-3, a game in which Emily Noah and Lauren White did a lot of the damage, but Olivia Noah had a triple for herself. This one's in for a strike. Kendall Nels will follow Noah. 2-0 your score. Uniontown with a couple of more in scoring position. And this is going to miss. I did not see, Carl, a clear signal from the umpire. But I believe that was a ball.
Yeah, it's tough to see from up here.
And this one is, I believe, called a strike.
We don't want to walk. We want to hit. Let's go.
2-1 maybe?
I think that's what the umpire said. I think we've got a 2-1 count. This one's in the dirt, so that's a, well, must have been 3-1 because Noah draws the walk and Uniontown loads the bases. I don't think the Lady Raiders will mind that one bit. Kendall Nels will bat now. Nels delivered a single the last time through. She's going to bat with the bases loaded.
1-0-0.
Let's go.
Hey, 1 out. Gracie, we're tapping.
1 down.
This is happen. Look. See it down, see it caught.
Nels on base percentage this season, .250. She'll look at the first one.
Start, Kendall. Looking for strikes here, kiddo.
Right now, Coleman trying to bear down and limit the damage, if at all possible, for the Lady Mustangs. Right now, Uniontown looking to expand upon that 2-0 lead. Here's the pitch from Coleman. This one's down in the dirt. Nowhere to put Nels. If she's able to draw a walk, Lauren White would score and turn this into a 3-0 ball game. The last time these two teams met, Uniontown squeaked out a 2-1 victory. Nels takes a cut here, misses. Some long shadows beginning to creep across the infield now at Bailey Park as the sun dips behind Jaquette Place. Pitch on the way from Coleman. This one's going to be bounced to third. Singe thought about throwing home, will throw to first instead. That does score a run. Lauren White coming around to score.
Good job, Kendall.
3-0 your score. 2 down. Runners on second and third. Lead runner is Gracie Rodehaver at third base. Second base, Olivia Noah. Desire Craggett in the batter's box. And the home plate umpire wanted to confirm, I believe, with the official book. And he got the answer he wanted. Here we go for Craggett. This is in for a strike, 0-1 to start Desire Craggett. Last time through, Craggett popped out. Craggett again, the number 9 hitter for Uniontown. So if she's able to reach, you're back to the top of the order yet again. Pulling back a strike, and I do believe the signal there was a ball outside, 1-1.
1-0-7.
Uniontown leading 3-0 now. Juliet White, solo home run to begin the inning. Craggett shows bunt, cannot connect. Will take a strike.
Hey, it's just mindset. 100 now.
Lauren White delivered the single, then slowly but surely got worked around and scored when Kendall Nels hit into a a fielder's choice, and Craggett is down on strikes, and that's going to do it for Uniontown. But they pick up 2 more runs here in the bottom of the third inning, and the Uniontown Red Raiders hold a 3-0 advantage over their rival, the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs, here on WMBS. You're listening to a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Will be right back at Bailey Park with inning number 4. Rodehaver Excavating. For all of your excavating needs, building pad prep, clearing, foundations, driveways, utilities, perk tests, new septic install, and stone delivery. Also offering sewer line camera inspections, locate and repair. Located in Chalk Hill, call Ryan at 304-276-5001 for Rodehaver Excavating. Lawn care and landscaping is very important for a house to look its best. Two Scott's Lawn and Landscaping is the business for you. They're a family-owned business with 20-plus years in the landscaping industry, specializing in weekly lawn care for both residential and commercial properties. For a free quote, call or text 724-550-0908 for Two Scott's. Welcome back to Uniontown's Bailey Park. The Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs will begin with Emmy Cavalier, the catcher. Strikeout victim last time through will get us started here in the top of inning number 4. Quick moving game so far, Carl. 3-0. But truly speaking, quick moving game. This one going to be hit to Craggett. Good backhanded play, and Craggett throws on to first base to get the out. Desire Craggett, excellent work for Uniontown. And I say truly, Carl, because today is National Honesty Day. Truly.
Didn't know there was such a thing.
It is National Honesty Day today. And honestly, Carl, you did a great job setting up all of this by yourself.
I appreciate it. You do a great job commentating.
Oh, thank you. It's really nice to see. And you turned the air conditioning on for us, too, before I even got here. We really love that. Harley Durda is in the batter's box now. Durda singled last time through. Emily Noah going to miss inside here. 1-0 goes the count. Emily Noah has been pretty sharp tonight from the circle, but she has really benefited from tremendous defensive play from her teammates.
That's what's continuing the pace of the game.
Here's a bouncer to Lauren White. White charges up, scoops it up, throws on, and 2 down. You're exactly right, Carl. I mean, we have not seen many long at-bats. You've not seen many full count situations. You've seen a couple of double plays.
That's really what helps those low ERAs out whenever these girls, obviously she's a great pitcher and she has more strikeouts than she's pitched innings, but to keep those ERAs low, sometimes you have to have a good fielding team behind you.
Yes, absolutely, and she does certainly tonight, to say the least. At the plate now, we have Peyton Rambo, who drew a walk the last time through. Speaking of ERAs, Emily Noah's ERA coming into this game, 3.36. And that has headed southward since we got underway here at Bailey Park. Rambo's going to pop this one up. And this one is going to bounce across the fence. No vehicles over there, though. And I think Uniontown's athletic director, Harry Kaufman, he's going to get some help getting that ball because it got pretty far away, and he sent a young man out there to track it down.
I think his fielding might be done for the day.
Yeah, he's keeping an eye maybe on the pinch count here for Emily Noah. This one is going to miss outside. Noah has done a great job all season for Uniontown. Truly, she has been the person who has done the pitching work for this team, and she has shown us again and again why she is so good. This ball going to be hitting the right. Good piece of contact there by Rambo, and Rambo reaches base for the second time. That is the 4th hit tonight for the Lady Mustangs. All singles. And Peyton Senge will step into the batter's box. Senge was the winning pitcher in that game against West Mifflin. The Lady Mustangs won 5-4. Senge pitched a complete game and struck out 12 batters. Big cut from her, and she's going to miss and go down 0-1.
What a battle that would be to see if she would have pitched today.
Yeah, I wondered if we would get that matchup. But again, the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs stuck in a situation where they're playing 3 consecutive days, and I'm sure they're trying to dole out some rest. This one going to be taken for a strike, 0-2. Carl, I really hope now that I have said about National Honesty Day, and I've tried to sneak a few puns in using the word truly as much as I could this inning, I really hope my wife is not listening. I don't want her to know it's National Honesty Day, especially if I'm trying to adhere to that day.
You might get an interview when you make it.
Oh, please. That swung on and missed. And down on strikes is Peyton Senge, and that's going to end the top half of the 4th inning. Emily Noah picking up another strikeout. When we come back, it'll be the bottom of the 4th inning. We've reached the turning point, the halfway point of this contest. Uniontown leads 3-0 on a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We will be right back with the Lady Raiders returning to the plate. We want to thank our South Union Township Sports Network sponsors, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, and the South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good coverage. Now that's something to smile about. Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Draver Township is Sprouse Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SprouseinsuranceGroup.com. Erie Rate Lock is not guaranteed. Continued insurance coverage is not available in all states. We want to thank the Sprouse Insurance Group again one last time as they sponsored our pregame show this evening as well. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people and not insurance companies. Our lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic, real estate, and workers' compensation. And municipal law experience, too. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, phone 724-437-2799. And, Carl, as far as April 30th is concerned, it's also Teachers' Day in Paraguay today. So if we have anyone listening from Asuncion who is a teacher, happy Teachers' Day to all of our listeners in Paraguay. And if you're listening from Paraguay, I hope you are having a refreshing autumn. Preparing for the winter season to come.
I'm glad we're not in Paraguay.
Yes. Well, me too. I'm ready for summer. That one's going to be missed upstairs pitch to get started for Emily Noah. 1-0. Noah so far flew out, hit a single. Batting here for the third time. We got a new pitcher as well. Pitch on the way here. This one is going to miss outside. And we're going to confirm who that pitcher is for you as well in just a moment. This is Peyton Senge, who we just talked about. Senge struck out 12 West Mifflin Lady Titans just a couple of days ago. And this one's going to be fouled back by Noah. Now, Carl, this was the matchup you had mentioned wanting to see truly. Senge and Noah, and now they're facing one another here in the top of the fourth. The Lady Mustangs, I suspect, wanting to put the brakes on Uniontown, increasing this lead and going through this order again. And Noah's going to reach for this one, and she's down on strikes.
You know, I think your honesty maybe
yes,
got me a wish to come true.
1-1-1.
We'll see how that influences the game. Uniontown, of course, already out to a 3-0 lead. So Peyton Senge only really able to limit any further damage. These Lady Mustang bats will have to find some success against Emily Noah if they're going to come back. Pitch on the way here. And a bunt attempt by Budner. This is going to be a tough play. Lex Budner down to first, and she is safe. And I think maybe a moment of miscommunication there as Zoe Robson stepped in front of the throw. Robson is the first baseman, but she had coverage help. And the speedy Lex Budner now on base.
You know, I just talked to Brian about this when we covered Laurel Highlands boys baseball game recently, how tough the bunt is to defend.
Yes, especially when you have someone like Lex Budner who is quick, and now here's the throw to try to get her at second base. No chance. Lex several feet ahead of that one. She's very quick, and I think, Carl, what really makes someone, even at this level, high school softball and beyond, it's not just about your speed, but I think it has a lot to do with your reflexes. As soon as that ball hits the bat, in this case, as soon as she gets into motion, her timing is perfect. And this is going to be called a bunt. Again, I thought it was a foul ball. Nope, they'll change their minds, and Juliet White will come back.
Hey, two, let's go. Do you, kid?
I definitely thought that was a foul.
Some of those are tough to judge.
Hey, be productive. Okay.
But I think Lex Budner, she really has that intuition, the reflex, the quickness to put all of that together in one package, and this one's going to miss. Timing, such an important part of what she's trying to do right now, and she's so successful at this. She sort of manufactures a runner in scoring position by bunting her way on and finding her way over. This one's in for a strike. Budner at second base.
Get ready to sit.
2-2 count. The umpire reminds us Uniontown tonight under the direction of head coach Josh White. He's assisted by Jason White, Eric Budner, and Tricia the Legend Septa. Cut on by White here and fouled back. Juliet White so far tonight, pretty productive game. She's got a double. She's got a solo home run she hit in the previous inning to make this a 2-0 game at that time. So White needs a single and a triple for the cycle. Triple's usually the tough one to get. White going to foul this one back off the cage. For the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs, with the pitching change here, you have to imagine they feel that Senge gives them a good chance to keep this game exactly as it is right now. And White is going to hit one toward us, pops it up, played by Howe. Howe looks back, Budner. 2 down. And Lauren White will step up to the plate. Home plate umpire wants a timeout. He's going to get the Hoover vac out and clean off home plate so we can see where that's at.
The old school Hoover vac, yeah?
Yes, the oldest school. Lauren White will step in now. White's had a pretty good day at the plate. She's got a double and a single. Scored a run on the single, drove in a run with the double. First pitch on the way to her. She's going to step back. Budner is going to be caught here going into third base. And so we'll return with Lauren White back at the plate when the Red Raiders bat again in the 5th. Right now, we have a possible injury on the field. This injury timeout is being brought to you by the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. The leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or call 724-437-7500. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute relief is closer than you think. And certainly we are hopeful everyone is okay. I believe this is Kayla Howe who is being seen to right now. Laurel Highlands tonight under the direction of Pat Livingston. He's assisted by Josh Rambo, Michael Berry, and Christina Novotny. Gladys Ruiz-Malka, the Uniontown trainer, out to check on Howe. And Howe is back on her feet and making her way to the dugout, so she appears to be okay. We'll move now into the 5th inning for Uniontown. In the bottom of the 5th, Lauren White's going to get us started. In the top of the 5th for the Lady Mustangs, we're going to see Kayla Howe. As long as she is okay, she is the batter due up. We'll see how that goes when we come back on a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. The Little Redstone Presbyterian Church offers worship every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. The church is centrally located between Perryopolis, Fayette City, and Brownsville, and is celebrating its 228th anniversary of ministry in 2025. It was originally founded in 1797. To find out more, the Little Redstone Presbyterian Church is able to be located on Facebook, too, where you can watch regular Sunday services. Experience the C. Harper Auto Group difference. The best price every time, all the time. C. Harper will beat any competitor's price or pay you $1,000 cash. C. Harper offers free Carfax history reports, transparent repair orders on pre-owned vehicles, and is the winner of the best new auto dealership in Westmoreland County. The C. Harper Auto Group, the best price every time, all the time. Welcome back to Uniontown's Bailey Park as we cross into the 7 p.m. hour here in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. Thank you for checking us out tonight, certainly. And I do believe this is Kayla Howe, who is in the batter's box and trying to lay down a bump. And this one is caught by Juliet White. My goodness, Juliet White always does the most exciting things as soon as we come back from commercial. I'm going to have to really start reading those ads as fast as possible.
That was impressive.
Yeah, so we can get into what she's doing.
Might have ourselves a submission for ESPN's Top 10 tonight.
Yeah, man. She is just having a day. She also helped me test out the field microphone when I got here, so I appreciated that too.
Yeah.
She's been very helpful this evening, both to us and to her team. Now Aubrey Spielman, who had a single the last time through, will step in. And this one's going to hit her, and boy, Carl, we could hear that from up here.
Yeah, it didn't sound too good, but she seems to be okay. Maybe one in the funny bone?
Maybe. I hope she's all right. Umpires are going to buy her a moment as she has got down to first base. We are going to see Robson next. She's due up. Robson has a .333 on base percentage. 4 walks coming into this game, an .091 batting average. Where's number 22? During our last break, we read an ad for the Little Redstone Presbyterian Church, founded in 1797. Today, April 30th, in 1803, the Louisiana Purchase was finalized, adding the Louisiana Territory to the United States and doubling the size of the nation in the process.
That's
was
interesting.
1803, yeah. Swung on here and missed is Robson.
Don't ask me why I was doing research on Napoleon Bonaparte today, but
Okay, yeah.
I actually come across that this morning, and it had nothing to do with today's date. How ironic is that?
Yeah, France had given up on maintaining a North American empire. This one is also swung on and missed by Robson. And so the United States laid out, if memory serves me correctly, about $15 million. That was early on in the presidency of Thomas Jefferson. Pitch on the way here. This one is going to be well struck into right. Lyric McGlee moves a few steps to her left. Makes the catch. Lyric made that look very easy. And we've got 2 down with Kendra Firestone, who did single the last time through, stepping up to the plate. Emily Noah has got the Lady Mustangs right now down to their last 7 outs. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. First pitch on the way to Firestone. This one is struck to second. Craggett up with it pretty easy. Throws on to Olivia Noah, and that's going to do it here for the top of the 5th inning. 1 player hit by a pitch, your only base runner. Otherwise, Emily Noah doing just fine here through the top of the 5th. We will return now to the Lady Raiders bats. Lauren White due up for Uniontown when we come back on WMBS. You're listening to another edition of the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. At Farmana Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. You're part of the pharmacy that is focused on your health. That's why Farmana Pharmacy focuses on just prescriptions. Pharmacists Jim Capuzzi and Cheryl Goodwin take the time to listen, answer your questions, and guide you to better health. To sign up as a patient, visit farmanapharmacy.com or call 724-626-9600. Farmana Pharmacy, where prescription care comes first. In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first, and we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellence in sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference, because when you buy from us, you buy from family. Welcome back to Bailey Park. Peyton Singe back in the circle. Continuing her work here in relief of the starter, Izzy Coleman, and she's going to face Lauren White. White has had a pretty strong day at the plate, a single and a double. Singe sends this one home. This one's going to get past the catcher outside. Going to even up the count for Lauren White. Lauren White with a run and an RBI today. On the season, Lauren White has some pretty impressive numbers. On base percentage, well over 300. Slugging percentage over 500. OPS of 874. This one's going to hit White. And Lauren White finds her way onto base yet again. Lauren White is the only player so far in this Uniontown lineup who has reached base every time. That's if you don't count the couple of batters who have hit into a fielder's choice where they were not the runner eliminated. Gracie Rodehaver now at the plate. Rodehaver takes a big swing and misses. We'll go down 0-1 here to Singe. 3-0 your score on a beautiful spring evening here in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Singe will come set now. And the 0-1 is going to turn into a 1-1. That pitch is outside.
You got to wonder, both of these pitchers, it seem like they might be starting to show a little bit of fatigue.
Yeah, and Singe has worked a lot this week, so this is not her first rodeo in the space of the last 72 hours. She's done quite a bit of pitching. This one's fouled back over top of the fire hall and onto the ceiling, the roof of the fire hall. Probably quite a few softballs up there. We've talked about that before. Going to bring a ladder down here one day and maybe go up there and get all of them.
Might want to take a bucket or two with you.
Yeah, probably would need a bucket or two. Here's the 1-2. Rodehaver going to hit this one to short. Howe will go to first and get the runner there. Lauren White down to second base. Lyric McGlee due up.
A nice play by the shortstop
Yeah.
after that collision last inning to be able to stay in the game and make a play like that.
Yeah, she looked pretty fine there, I would say. No sign of injury. She came up with the ball and made a good, strong throw. Good decision, too. She did not hesitate. Knew where she wanted to go with that softball. Here's McGlee fouling one back. Carl, you'd mentioned Napoleon. We had mentioned this is the anniversary of the Louisiana Purchase. Of course, our county, Fayette County, is named for a Frenchman who aided the American cause during the American Revolution, the Marquis de Lafayette. When the county was formed in 1783, here's the pitch from Singe. This one going to be hit foul by McGlee sharply off the Laurel Highlands dugout. One of the original townships created in Fayette County was Union Township. Union Township remained Union Township from 1783 to 1851 when it was split into North and South Union Townships. And now North and South Union Townships, of course, make up Laurel Highlands School District. That merger came in the 1960s. Lyric McGlee trying to perhaps play another run for Uniontown. This one going to miss outside. We're in the bottom of the fifth. 3-0 ball game. Uniontown picked up a run in the first inning when Juliet White doubled and then Lauren White doubled. Then Juliet White homered in the third inning, a really deep center field shot. McGlee going to line out here, and will they get Lauren White? They will. And now the Mustangs want to show that they can execute a double play as well. And that's going to do it here for the fifth inning on WMBS. You're listening to a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We're heading now into inning number 6. This one is getting late when we come back here at Uniontown's Bailey Park. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic on a regular basis. All insurance accepted, experienced therapists, convenient location and hours, part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, 724-437-7500 for the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive. From Scratch Uniontown, downtown at 23 North Beeson Avenue and uptown at 208 Morgantown Street in Uniontown features local sips, eats, and treats with free Wi-Fi and a dining room with a kids area, a coffee shop, bakery with grab-and-go or grab-and-stay food. From Scratch is now taking Mother's Day orders for pickup on May 10th, including chocolate-covered strawberries, strawberry pretzel dessert, and a princess cake. Check out From Scratch Uniontown on Facebook for weekly specials. Downtown on Beeson Avenue, open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 2. Uptown on Morgantown Street, open Monday, 7 to 5, Tuesday, 7 to 7. Wednesday through Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturdays and Sundays, 8 to 4. From Scratch hopes to see you soon. Welcome back. Top of the sixth. Uniontown leads 3-0. This one's in for a strike. That's going to even up the count, 1-1. Back to the top of the order for the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs. This is Liv McClelland. McClelland so far, ground out, line out. Looking for her first hit for Olivia Noah, who has done the pitching here for Uniontown. This could be the first out. Great looking throw by Gracie Rodehaver. My goodness, that was a bullet. Olivia Noah making the catch and getting the out. Noah and Desire Craggett executing a good-looking dance move there too, Carl.
They are pretty entertaining with that.
Emmy Cavalier up. One down here in the top of the sixth. Cavalier will be followed by Durda. Cavalier struck out in the first, grounded out in the fourth.
Do you think they dance more because they know we're broadcasting the event?
That one's going to miss. I don't know, Carl. You know, I bet they dance regardless.
I think you're probably right.
Dance like no one is watching. Emily Noah here needs 5 more outs to pick up a complete game shutout. Pitch on the way. This one in for a strike against Emmy Cavalier. The Lady Mustangs on the outside looking in at the postseason right now. They're 5-6 in the conference, 6-9 overall. A win tonight would serve them well in that regard. Cavalier going to swing on this one and miss, and now she's behind in the count.
You got to wonder if we're going to see any more scoring in this game.
It has been relatively sparse, Carl, especially compared to the last game you and I covered, where Uniontown and Oakland Catholic combined for over 20 runs in that game, and Cavalier down on strikes, another strikeout for Noah. Noah, by our count now, has struck out 4 Lady Mustangs tonight. Just 3 runs scored in this one so far, and just 3 runs scored the last time these two teams met when Uniontown won 2-1. Harley Durda singled back in the first inning, was then caught stealing, grounded out in inning number 4. Pitch on the way to her. This one across the feet. Ball. 1-0. If Durda is retired, the top of the 7th would consist of Rambo, Senge, and Howell. So the Lady Mustangs will have that to look forward to. 3 capable bats. This one going to be hit on the nose, but right to Lauren White, who made it look like she could do that in her sleep. She throws on to first base and retires Durda there on the ground out. 5-3 on the putout. You're listening to WMBS. Thank you for joining us as always for this rivalry matchup between Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. This is another edition of the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. From moments to memories, every moment matters. Endless Memories Photography by Teresa Witt is here to capture all your photography needs, whether it's general portraits, sports, weddings, or just capturing laughter and love. Let's make it happen. Contact Teresa Witt for more information at 724-557-3904. Check out her Facebook page at Endless Memories Photography. Looking for a splash of sunshine in every sip? Lexi's Lemonade is your ultimate refreshment destination. At Lexi's Lemonade, we blend freshly squeezed lemons with just the right touch of sweetness to create a taste that's both bold and refreshing. Perfect for a sunny day or any day that needs a burst of joy. Whether you're on the go or relaxing at home, Lexi's Lemonade is the pick-me-up that you deserve. Lexi's Lemonade is a proud sponsor of the Lady Red Raiders softball team. Go Raiders! And right now, Uniontown looking to expand upon the 3-0 lead that they hold here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Olivia Noah, Kendall Nels, and Desire Craggett due up. Peyton Senge in relief of Izzy Coleman. This one's going to miss down low. Uniontown picked up a run in the first inning. They picked up 2 more in the third. Offensively, both teams quiet over the last couple of frames. This one's going to miss as well. Olivia Noah so far this season, on-base percentage at .350, slugging percentage of .333. She owns a batting average of .278. Does have a handful of extra base hits to her credit. This one's going to be hit foul. Right now, Carl, too, depending on where you're standing on this field, you've got to play the ball against a mix of sun and shadow. Some long shadows almost creating bands across the field here. This one fouled back.
You got to think with where the sun's setting and how the field was laid out that the toughest position to be in right now would be either batting or catching.
Yes, I can't imagine this evening has been easy for either catcher because you were staring directly into the sun. Noah will foul this one back. The sun is settling right now just behind center field, almost to dead away center. So no shade there. Singe going to send this one home, and Noah stays alive, fouls this one back. This, of course, would be a huge win for Uniontown and really help cement their place in the postseason. Uniontown just behind West Mifflin right now. Elizabeth Ford in front of Section 2-4A. Elizabeth Ford has scored 145 runs this season in 13 total games. And Noah is going to be thrown out here to first base. So now we'll see Kendall Nels. Nels is 1 for 2 tonight with an RBI. Uniontown coming into this game had scored the exact same number of runs as Laurel Highlands had to this point in the season. They'd both scored 81 runs entering this game. This one in for a strike. They had both played 15 games to this point. Uniontown, of course, now up to 84 total runs. Nels will be followed by Desire Craggett. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed by Nels. Nels, the designated player tonight. Batting in place of the left fielder, Briley Dennis. Really have not talked about Uniontown's outfield too often because not much has gotten out there. Nels is now down on strikes.
Like the Laurel Highlands pitcher is getting more and more momentum as the game goes on.
Yes, since they have made the change to Peyton Singe, Uniontown has not had a lot of success. A couple of strikeouts already for Singe. She did hit a batter. Also had a double play performed by her defense behind her. Strike called here against Craggett.
Both teams have been very impressed with the fielding today.
Yes, they've been very aware. You've seen defenders come up with the softball and know exactly where they wanted to go. No hesitation. Craggett going to miss this one. She chases it upstairs.
Very few mistakes.
Very few mistakes. And for Uniontown now, down to their last out in the 6th and needing 3 outs in the 7th to end this game, you want to keep the game as clean as possible. Craggett will watch this one go down low. Crowd staying on hand here. Even a few more people wandering in to check out the ending of this one. Upstairs for Craggett. If Craggett's able to reach, we will see Emily Noah. Since Peyton Singe has come into this game in the 4th inning, struck out a batter. Budner singled, then was caught stealing. Juliet White popped out. Craggett's down on a strikeout. In the 5th, she hit a batter, then had a force out and a double play. This time, she gets the throw out of Olivia Noah at first base on a pass ball. Nels and Craggett both strike out, so Peyton Singe has really settled in. But Uniontown does not need to worry about that. All they need right now are 3 outs on a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Triv Live High School Sports Network. Are you looking to capture that perfect moment, an engagement, a wedding, a birthday, a milestone? Find us on Facebook, Loosely Sealed Photography, and we will snap into action for you. Serving Fayette, Cambria, Somerset, Westmoreland, Greene counties, and beyond, Loosely Sealed Photography has captured moments on film and digitally since 2021 and is ready to serve you. Find Loosely Sealed Photography on Facebook today. From the ground up, we provide new construction to increasing your current space with a new addition or enhancing your space with a great outdoor structure to enjoy. Our Amish builders bring their skill to every build. We offer 30 years of experience, and we take care of everything from foundation excavation to electrical to roofing. Spade Custom Carpentry. Call us today for a free estimate. Quality and craftsmanship you can build your future on. Gary Spade, 724-557-2409. So Emily Noah, if she's going to do it here for Uniontown, will do it against the heart of this Laurel Highlands order. If you're the Lady Mustangs, these are the three batters you want at the plate: Rambo, Senge, and Howe. This one going to miss inside. Rambo has actually reached both times tonight, drew a walk, hit a single. Emily Noah 3 outs away from what could be a complete game shutout. Here's the pitch from her. And this one is going to be hit sharply, but foul down the first baseline. A Laurel Highlands coach jumping out of the way of that. When you straighten that one out just a bit, and you probably get 2 bases. Right now, the Lady Mustangs are just looking to create some traffic on the bases, get a couple runners on.
I think if you're Laurel Highlands here, you want to make Emily Noah throw as many pitches as you can and try to get her out of the game.
See if they can wear her down. Certainly, this one is going to miss. Emily Noah has nearly pitched every pitch this season for Uniontown. Olivia Noah does have some pitching statistics, but this Uniontown team relies on Emily Noah certainly for her work from the circle. Here's the pitch, and a big swing and a miss. And the Lady Mustangs are down to 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Peyton Senge, Kayla Howe due up.
Do we have a K count for Emily Noah?
Yeah, we do. Actually,
she got to be getting up there.
Yeah, she's got a handful there, sort of spaced out across the contest. She had 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the sixth, and now 1 in the 7th. She's got 5 total. And this is in for a strike. Noah has actually picked up virtually all of her strikeouts against the top half of this Lady Mustangs order. Bottom part of the order's had a little more success against her.
Not every day you see that.
No. Here's the 0-1. Now it's an 0-2. And Noah looks locked in here against Peyton Senge. Peyton Senge, of course, hoping she'll get one more chance to step out to the circle if the Lady Mustangs can pick up a few runs here in the top of the 7th inning. We're scheduled to play 7. Noah, pitch on the way. This one misses out. Just a little bit of sunlight left on the field now. You have to imagine probably in the space of about 10 or 15 more minutes, the field will totally be within shadow. And that is in for a strike, and Senge is down looking. 2 down here, and we're going to see Kayla Howe. Kayla Howe tonight has struck out. Then while attempting to bunt, she popped out. That was the really incredible Juliet White grab. And right now, Uniontown is just 1 out away from picking up what would be a really significant victory on the season. This pitch down at the feet of Kayla Howe. Kayla Howe, by the way, does appear to be okay, and we're glad to see that. Suffered a collision a couple innings ago and was down on the infield for a few minutes, but looks to be okay. 1-0 pitch on the way. This one's in for a strike, 1-1. The Lady Mustangs now down to just 2 strikes tonight. Of course, with the defense that has been played behind Noah. Any pitch could be the last one. This one is going to be struck, and this one will get down in shallow center. And the Mustangs needed a base runner. And they've got it. A single from Kayla Howe. What a clutch hit by Kayla Howe. You're down to 2 strikes and the game is over, and Howe drops one in the center, and now anything's possible. You have Aubrey Spielman. Spielman has reached base both times. She singled back in the third. She was hit by a pitch in the fifth. And right now, if you're Laurel Highlands with 2 out here in the top of the 7th, you just keep needing to reach base. You don't have to do anything spectacular. Just get some base runners. Spielman's going to wave at this one and miss, and a little frustrated with herself. I don't think she wanted to go and got the bat around a little too quickly.
I'd say when you see that, that's probably a compliment to the pitcher for throwing hard.
I would say so. Pitch on the way from Noah. This one is going to miss outside. Spielman will leave it there. Joshua Scully and Carl Childs with you here tonight. We're really glad to be here and have a chance to share Uniontown and Laurel Highlands softball with you. We were here a few weeks ago for Uniontown and Oakland Catholic. Pitch on the way. This one's going to be down low, now 2-1. Spielman again. You don't need to do too much. She has singled and was hit by a pitch. Has an on-base percentage of .370, so she knows how to get on the base. Pitch on the way from Noah. This one is hit, and it's going to be caught by Craggett, and that will do it. The Uniontown Red Raiders win this game 3-0 against their rival, the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs. Uniontown will improve to 8-4 in the section. 10-6 overall. The Lady Mustangs will drop to 5-7 in the section and 6-10 overall. Section 2, 4A, your top 3 teams now securely Elizabeth Forward, West Mifflin, and Uniontown. Bell Vernon just about a game and a half back from the Lady Raiders, so the Lady Raiders will want to keep an eye on Bell Vernon, but right now Uniontown's playoff hopes certainly looking very, very good. You're listening to WMBS, the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, it'll be the postgame show brought to you by Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. Regardless of your legal problem, Davis & Davis promises you personalized, friendly, hometown service. For all your excavating needs, building pad prep, clearing, foundations, driveways, utilities, perk test, new septic install, and stone delivery. Also offering sewer line camera inspections, locate and repair, located in Chalk Hill. Call Ryan at 304-276-5001 for Rhoda Haver Excavating. Lawn care and landscaping is very important for a house to look its best. Two Scott's Lawn and Landscaping is the business for you. They're a family-owned business with 20 years in the landscaping industry, specializing in weekly lawn care for both residential and commercial properties. For a free quote, call or text 724-550-0908. The Little Redstone Presbyterian Church offers weekly worship every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. The church, which is conveniently located between Perryopolis, Fayette City, and Brownsville, is celebrating its 228th anniversary in 2025. It was originally founded in 1797. To find out more, follow the Little Redstone Presbyterian Church on Facebook to watch Sunday services. We want to thank again our South Union Township sponsors tonight. Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Welcome back to Bailey Park as Carl and I bring the broadcast to a conclusion. Just to share a few quick stats and a recap for you. The Uniontown Red Raiders defeating the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 3-0 thanks to a run scored in the first inning when Juliet White doubled and then Lauren White doubled to pick up the RBI and Juliet White the run. Then in the third inning, Juliet White led off with a home run to deep center field. That was a solo shot, made it 2-0. Lauren White then singled. White would later be brought in on a fielder's choice by Kendall Nels, who picked up the RBI. That made it 3-0, and that was all the scoring. From that point onward, the Uniontown offense battled Peyton Senge and was not able to plate another run, although they did have a couple of base runners. Alexa Budner able to get on the first base, was caught stealing third. Lauren White was hit by a pitch, but was then erased in a double play. For the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs, a few hits scattered throughout this evening. They had a single from Harley Durda in the first. She was caught stealing. A walk for Peyton Rambo in the second, who then was out in a double play. In the third inning, the Lady Mustangs actually had 2 singles. That probably represented their most offense this evening in any one inning. In the third, they had a single from Spielman and a single from Firestone, but unfortunately between those singles, Zoe Robson hit into a double play, so the Mustangs not able to capitalize on that. They had a couple of other singles in the fourth from Peyton Rambo, and finally there, the one that you just saw from Kayla Howe. Otherwise, the only other base runner they had in the fourth, fifth, and sixth innings was Aubrey Spillman again when she was hit by a pitch in the fifth, and that was that. Emily Noah making pretty quick work, Carl, of this Lady Mustangs team, and really what helped more than anything else, as you pointed out several times, was that tremendous defensive play, really for both teams. But the Uniontown Lady Raiders especially, great defense from them. That infield looked sharp, looked very crisp. And if they're able to play like that, they're going to have a lot of success as we prepare now for the postseason.
I agree. They were very impressive. Emily Noah, we watched 2 games of hers, pitched 2 complete games, just lights out, great defense behind her. You know, and you're turning consistent double plays in a game.
Yeah.
It's hard to lose as long as the bats are going.
And I think that speaks a lot to Uniontown's coaching, because there were so many quick reactions where these girls knew where the softball needed to go. They knew where the double play possibilities were. They knew in those fielder's choice situations, the base runner they wanted to get, there was no hesitation, no delay. Uniontown capitalizing on every opportunity defensively. They win 3-0. 3 runs scored in this game, 3 runs scored in their previous matchup as well when Uniontown beat Laurel Highlands earlier this season 2-1. Also, we want to give a shout-out to Claire White, who sang the national anthem for us tonight before the game. She did an excellent job. We want to thank you, too, for checking us out. Uniontown softball in good position now for the postseason. You will hear us again in the near future on WMBS, the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. For Carl Childs, this is Joshua Scully. Have a great evening.